Luke first. And who wants to go second? Okay, let me have Mark go second, and then Joseph next. Mark is second. And Joseph 3. Where are you, Joseph? There you go. Okay, anyone have a question about what we wear on Wednesday? You have what outfit picked up?
You can just tell us.
Wear something fancy because we kind of upped the game here because we did our recitals for years at Steinway. This year we're doing it at Lesherwood's Recital Hall at Montclair State. I went to Montclair State myself, but I haven't really used that building. This is after I graduated. They built a really nice school there building, and it's really fantastic. Have you seen pictures of the recital hall? Who's seen it? Okay, good. I have a little clip here. I'm not going to take too long, but I have video here. I played there in that hall about, I'm going to say 8 years ago. This is the tail end of it. This is the hall. I'm showing you this so you're not like scared to play there. You shouldn't be because you're prepared and just another performance. I'll put it here so you can see that. This is me. Who can tell me what that instrument is? What instrument is that? Nobody knows? Just yell it. Bassoon, thank you. So this is a bassoon piano duet, but it's actually a bassoon sonata with piano accompaniment. So usually when this happens, he gets all the attention. I'm an accompanist. But really this music was written for 2 instruments. It's equally important, the parts. So take a minute or so just to look at it. So it's a nice hall. It looks good. The piano is really awesome. It's a 9-foot Steinway grand, just like at Steinway Hall. Let me get fast forward here. What I want you to see is really stage presence. And maybe we'll listen some more because it's a fun music. Okay, fast forward. And then Tom drop the camera. Okay, so the soloist gets up. He acknowledges me. I bow. Look at my music. I don't go in front of him because I am like, the accompanist. So that's it. There's a door there, you go out that door, you perform, you leave that door. Any questions on this? It seems pretty normal, right? Okay. Are your phones off? Okay, turn your phones off so nobody bothers us. Any questions about bowing or what to wear, whatever? Just a couple of things before you get ready for this Wednesday. Make sure you adjust the bench when you get there, the distance from the keys, also the height. And when you practice, use the shoes you're gonna wear Wednesday so your foot is getting used to the pedal. And then, what else? And then really think about the music. Don't think about yourself, like how I look on stage or how I sound or am I gonna make a mistake somewhere. Don't talk to yourself, focus on the music. Focus on like storytelling. It's not about you, it's about the music, right? So those are some good tips that you could use to fight, stage anxiety on stage, right? So have fun and enjoy while you're on stage. And just have a good time. Who's going first? Luke? Let me have Luke over here, please, because you're gonna walk through that door. And you're gonna turn the air on because it's getting hot. Give me 2 seconds. Nobody has a question? No? Okay. So I'm really glad you guys are here. Some people are not here, but this really helps you play Wednesday. Just another chance for running through your pieces that you've been working so hard on. No questions. Okay. You guys are pros anyway. 1 sec. Alright, Luke, show us what you have. Anybody?
The tone was really nice. Thank you.
What was nice?
The tone.
The tone is really good. We're working on the tone. We had Luke sing it, because Luke is a singer. He's a very good singer. Did that help you to sing it?
Yeah.
You can even do more. Yeah. Anything else?
It was very fluid, like it never sounded like fragmented or choppy.
Thank you.
I don't actually know musical terms, so I'm trying my best.
That's
but
very
it was-
good. You sound like
Yeah.
a professor. Very
Very
good. Yeah, very nice. What about yourself? How do you rate yourself here? How was your performance in your opinion? I like your shoes with pajamas.
Thanks. Yeah.
Good combo.
I thought my performance was good. I think it could be better. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I think I give myself a 7.
Really, you're very, I don't know what's the word.
Modest.
Strict. I don't know. Hi. Yeah. Hard on yourself. Yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna give you a number, but what's happened with this piece? Your last page sounds really good because that's what we were attacking for the last couple of lessons. 'Cause that's the part that wasn't ready a couple of weeks ago. So really worked on that, and it ended up being the best part of your piece, right? Did you guys all like the last part?
Yeah.
The beginning part, you had it, and then it just became a little bit unfamiliar because we spent so much time on the last page.
Yeah.
So what's the answer here?
Practice the beginning.
The beginning over and over again, right? Do it in sections, and you're gonna have a wonderful performance if you can manage the first couple of pages.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, great job.
Thank you.
And there were a couple of spots where the bass kind of got away from the pedal, so make sure the timing is good.
Okay.
But overall, very good performance.
Thank you.
Can you breathe? And just show us how fun this piece is. That's all you need. That's it. You're really. Yeah? Go ahead. or positive comments? You do?
Yeah.
Do we want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the balance between the right hand and the left hand is really good. Like there's a clear difference between them.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm just gonna run to the other building.
Okay. Thank you. Who played this piece before? Ah, very good. Any thing that helped you guys? This is great. To get through this exhausting piece. It's really exhausting, this piece. Who agrees? It was hard to get through. Okay. Who loves this piece? Nobody? I love this piece. What's good about this piece, everybody?
Variation.
The variation?
Yeah, between like.
Sections?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fun piece. It's very lively, cute, energetic, wonderful piece. Anybody else? Speak.
The energy and the emotion in the end was really nice. It was put where it was meant to be.
Thank you. Yeah, you capture the spirit of the piece, and I think that's what you should focus on, right? What else? How do you feel playing this? How did you feel?
Tired.
Let's get tired. So you have to pace yourself, right? Don't burn out in the beginning. But you know, that was a good performance. There was a part where the register got skipped to the
Yeah.
bottom part,
Yeah.
you know where that is, right? So that's the part that you're gonna go over again between now and Wednesday. I'm glad it happened here. So now you can make the adjustment. Anything else? Comment for yourself? What you can improve or what was good?
To not speed up.
I was gonna just mention that you can control the tempo because you're a drummer. Just program a drummer somewhere in your head that go with the drummer. Yeah? And practice with the metronome so you can practice staying in tempo. Alright? Anything else? No. What was Luke's piece? Anyone know what that's called? Composer. That was, what was it, Mark? What did Luke play? What piece?
Nocturne.
By Julian.
Chopin.
That was a Chopin Nocturne, Opus 2, number, Opus 9, number 2, right? Number 2? Okay. You're playing Opus 2. Alright kids. By the way, Mozart's numbers, K numbers, he doesn't use opus. So you'll see it on your program. So Wednesday, you'll see, oh, what's K? Stands for Kershaw, some guy's name that put all Mozart's music together. Anyway, thank you guys. You guys both have really good stage presence. So just, you know what to do now. Between now and Wednesday. And I'll see you. Do I see you? No. I don't know. Let me see if I see you again. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys.
See you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have, who's next? Joseph, tell us what you're playing.
I'm playing Sonatino by Frederick Carlyle.
Can I see that? Frederick, yeah. Opus 20. Number 1, Sonatino, C major, Kulau. Who played Kulau before? Okay. Alright, Joseph. Were you practicing the end more? Just like another student before? A little bit too much at the end? Right, so you've got to visit the beginning. That was really nice. You have a really nice sound, good pace, good idea for the piece, good, yeah. It's good. It's stylistic, very nice, good tempo, right? Anybody else who has good ideas? Who played? Go ahead.
So you have really good control of your runs.
Yeah, the scales were very nice and clear, so that's good. Anybody else? What about, well, hi, join us. You can go this way. Yeah, maybe in the front row. Or here. Okay. I think that you got mixed up between the beginning and the ending. Because the beginning and the ending have like two doors. Like in the beginning you have to go to door number 1. At the end you have to go to door number 2. You have to clearly mark those. So when you practice, make sure you go to door number 1 for the first page. And a totally different door the second time. Right? Does that make sense? Also, you have it memorized, but you're using music. But you don't have it memorized 100%. That's why you're using the music. To go back and forth from music and no music back and forth, you lose your spot. That's why you got stuck and you were not able to just jump into your part. So when you practice, always use the music because you're going to use the music Wednesday, right? And make sure you're not losing your spot as you're practicing. Make sense? And also I want you to put little red flags or some kind of marker in your music. Jen, you can help him. In case of emergency, you're going to jump to that flag. You're not going to stop and go, where am I? I don't know where I am. Right? You don't want to spend more than a second just being lost. Right? That's the plan. You have a plan. In case you stop, you just jump to that section. Can you help him with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph, this sounds really good. You just need a little bit of direction if you stop or if you lose your spot. So just making an exit strategy here. Or you don't have to stop for like 5 seconds. Alright? Do you have any questions? You know what to do? Okay. Awesome. Who's dying to go next? Somebody's dying to go next? Lucas, do you want to go next? Because we're going to go pretty early Wednesday. You don't want to? Okay. Lucas, what is your piece? What's the name of your piece? Oh yeah, that's right. What? Waltz in A minor by Chopin. Okay. You want to wait one more or you want to go now? You go now? Right. Waltz in A minor. Go ahead. How do you think you did? Good, bad, horrible?
Not as well as I usually do.
Not as well as you usually do?
About as well.
About as well? Well, that's good. It's not, not, it's the same as normal performance. Okay. Anybody have any comments? Good comments?
Your volume was very well kept. Very well.
Anyone else? It sounded good like Chopin. It sounded like Chopin, so that's good. You have really steady beat for the wall, so that was great. What I would really like would be a little louder on your right hand so you could hear it better. The melody line, which is more important than your left hand. So you could do one or both things. One is make the melody louder than the left hand, or make the melody louder, also make your left hand much quieter, so we could get that balance that we need. Could you play just a little bit for me, just the first two lines? Just make sure your left hand is much more background. Do you have this memorized?
Yes.
I could see that, and you were not looking at the music at all. And that's okay, but you should have it there just for security. What are you gonna do if you stop? Just find this place somewhere. You know where you stop if you stop. I don't think you will, but just in case. You know where to jump to if you ever have to. Okay. As long as you have a plan, that's what you need. You need a plan. So now, right hand about 70, left hand 30. That's the ratio, 70-30. So show me again the beginning. Okay, stop. It's about 50-50 right now. You need to make it a little bit more drastic. Try it. More right hand. I like the level your left hand is. You need a little more right hand. Now try making your left hand about 10% less loud. Go ahead. Good. Do you ever rub your belly and tap your head?
I'm practicing.
Why is this hard? Everybody try tapping your head and rub your belly. What happens when you do that? They all both want to do the same thing, right? So this is an issue for piano players where you have to make one hand less loud than the other hand. And when you make one hand loud, the other hand wants to be loud too. So you have to really pretend your right hand is heavier than your left hand. Try this, like do it on your lap, like press your right lap, like 70%, and then left hand 30%. And practice that, balance. And do this when you're not playing the piano, maybe you're at school, you're bored or whatever. Keep pressing your right hand into your lap and less on your, or you could, I'll show you with Chloe. Go like this. Actually, yeah, do it. So I'm going to push her harder than here. You see that?
Yeah.
Now do it to me.
Wait, with which hand?
With right hand louder. Yeah, this is what you show him how to do that. And then, it sounds great. You just need to speak more on your right hand. So, because that's where the melody is and it's fantastic. Everything else is fantastic. Tempo, the feel, everything is good. Alright, Lucas. Welcome, join us. Okay, who's time to go next? You can sit there or here, you can go on. Okay, you can go. Nobody wants to go next? Alright, somebody go. You want me to just pick one? Okay. I'm gonna go with the early people. Who wants to go early? Early people. Gabriel, you wanna go?
Sure.
Go ahead. We're on the Chopin kick. There's another Chopin piece here you want to show me? Go ahead. What is this piece? Who's heard this piece before? Yes, too many times. I hope too many. But what's it called? Gabriel?
I have no idea.
I don't know what it's called.
Doesn't it say over there?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay, that's my fault. It's called Prelude in E minor, opus 20, I guess 28. No, yes, opus 28, number 4. E minor is pretty sad. Okay. It's a sad piece. Good job. I love the tempo. Who else liked the performance? Yeah. What good things can you say about his performance? Christian? Anybody else?
I thought your tempo was really good. I just have one piece of advice. When you have the right hand solo with no pedal, no left hand, I think you should savor that moment more because it's like a solo of the right hand, so let it shine.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's really good advice. Yeah. Just enjoy the moment of what's gonna be next. And at the end there's a rest for a half rest. You have to give it some silence. It's an awkward silence. Do you ever talk to someone or a group of people and there's like nobody's talking, it's just really awkward? Like now? Okay. Can I hear that last bit before the last 3 chords? There's a half rest, you see it?
Right here. Like,
Before the, and then you gotta cut it for 4 eighth notes. Give me that chord, please. Both hands. Just play the last line. Play the whole last line.
it's the last line. Oh no, okay.
G sharp. Two, three, four, out. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. Good. So if I'm not counting, it's better. The awkward silence. Are you gonna remember this?
Yep.
That silence? You might have someone in the audience go because they think it's over. That happens a lot in this piece, but don't let that throw you off. Keep your composure. You got it. You did very good. It was very Chopin-y. Loved it. Okay, you good? Next person. Who's next? Anyone? Jen, why don't you play? Because you voted for middle early. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
control of your fingers. Like watching you play this is really cool. Like, it's so controlled and so deft, and also the way you physically move with the music is just really cool to watch. And like as this music's swelling, it's really good. Thanks.
Anybody else? No? What do you think about your performance?
I think like in the beginning, like I was just having an adrenaline rush where I was like, "Whoa," because like I didn't feel the piano yet, but like I think in the middle I got better. So
I like how you got into the music,
Yeah.
and it was better when you were not here. I talk about this sometimes. As performers, you are not you anymore. You're someone else, or you are in a different place, and we're just watching it unfold. You have checked out because you are in the music land, and that's really cool when that happens. That some performers, they really take us somewhere, you know, watching it or hearing it. There's the issue of tempo,
yeah.
and it got way too heavy for Mozart at the end. Can you just play the last part and just relax a little bit? You know, don't make it too. It sounds more like Beethoven.
Okay.
Not Mozart. You gotta do Mozart. You can't bring Beethoven to a Mozart party. But it is fun piece. Yeah. So wherever you want, the last page. Yeah, that's more Mozart. You see what you got so worked up, it gets too heavy for this style. You can play heavy, that's great, that's wonderful, but save it for another composer. This guy Mozart is, I don't know if you guys know, but it's like a jokester. It's happy and haha, you know. You can hear it in his music when he does the it's like a little dance or some kind of joke. You gotta go, you know, for that character, not so much gonna hit you over the head with this loudness at the end. Yes, it's great to have the, you know, the flair, but it has to be in the style, within the limitations of what his piano was used to be able to handle. He didn't have this Steinway. He had like a smaller piece, smaller pianos with less power. That's not why we play Mozart softer, but fits the character that way, you know. So, okay, good job, wonderful. Yay. I'll pick my next person. Isabel, or do you want to go? Julia. Who wants to go, Julia or Isabel?
Okay.
All right, Julia. Come this way. You guys playing what? What are you playing? Two pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. Overture to the Barber of Seville by Gioacchino Rossini, and In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. Okay, go ahead. How do you feel playing the piece?
I feel nervous.
Nervous? What are some ways to beat our nerves? Students, come on. What can we do to fight our nerves? I get nervous on stage. I do. More if I'm playing a solo versus I'm playing with someone else. Because I feel like if I mess up, I can blame the other guy. No, I'm just kidding. But if you know the music really well, that helps. Because there's less chance that you'll mess up. So keep practicing. And also, I could just tell you don't get nervous, but that doesn't work. So I'll put you earlier so that you don't have to like sit there and get nervous over a long period of time. But your pieces sound good. They're very rhythmic, it's fun. And I think you made some mistakes because you were nervous, not because you can't play it, right? Am I right? Okay. Anybody else? Helpful hints for Julia so she can fight her nerves.
I usually talk to one of my friends the night of the recital, like pretty soon before, because she's just very good at reassuring. So find someone who will reassure you that you're going to be all right, and even if you're not,
Still alright.
yeah, okay. And just sort of play that in your head, like as you're sitting through it. So that helps me.
I have a homework for you, assignment. I want you to watch Barber of Seville cartoon with Bugs Bunny in it. I want you to YouTube this. Have you seen this? Anybody?
It's amazing.
You saw it?
Yes.
You have to see that and find the humor in your music. This Barber of Seville is really funny, and I think it'll help you play this piece because you understand the music better. So when you play music on stage, it's not about you, it's about the story or the song, you know. So take attention away from you, put it on the music. You obviously know how to play this already, and you played it probably much better at home or at your lessons because you're relaxed. So you have to find ways to relax. So if you talk to yourself while you're performing, saying, oh my god, this part's hard, or oh my god, this is the end, or, oh, I messed up last 2 measures ago, that's no good. So when you start talking to yourself, turn that part off. You can't talk, obviously, out loud with your lips moving. That's impossible. But then there's that voice in your head saying, oh, I'm nervous, or oh, grandma's here, or my friend's watching me, or I'm nervous, or that. You gotta learn to just shut that down. So when you practice at home, get a camera, a phone or something, video yourself so you can get in the mood of performing, okay? And watch that cartoon. And also make that some kind of story with your pieces. So the 2 pieces, both are very characteristic. They're like character driven. This Barber Seville is an opera. I think it's some type of I don't know about the real opera, but I know about Bugs Bunny one. It's really funny, so you could attach humor with your music instead of, oh my god, I'm nervous, right? You want to try it, like at home, videotaping yourself, so you're in that situation you have to perform with something watching you. So get used to that. Do the bow. Don't just practice, but actually practice the motion of going to the piano, bow, play, bow, and leave. You know, make that your performance. It's like a package. It's a presentation. Practice the whole entire thing instead of just practicing, just the piano. Does that make sense? There's another animation for. I'm sure there is in the Hall of the Mountain King has an animation on that too, and that goes for everybody. Everybody's nervous. It's not just you, so that's another thing. Who's not nervous when they perform? Nobody, see? So you're not alone in this. I'm nervous. But I still do it because it's okay. We're just here to share your music, right? Do you have any questions regarding being nervous?
No.
Okay, you can attach a story or character or situation or something other than yourself, then you can move away from focusing on your nervousness. Yeah? Watch that cartoon. It might change your whole idea about your piece. Okay? Anybody else? Jen?
I think like breathing helps.
Yeah,
because
breathing.
When you're like playing a fast song, you like tend to not breathe, so you should breathe.
Yeah, not just you, everybody. We stop breathing. It's, we want to survive, save our breath, right? But keep breathing. That's good? Yeah? All right. I think you're going to be great. Just watch that cartoon. It may change the game. Everybody else watch this Barbara Seville Bugs Bunny video. Hilarious. All right. You're good, Julia. Very good. Your tempo is great. And the character is there. You just have to get it away from you. You can do it. Okay, who else is left here? I forgot. Debussy. Julian, you want to play? Okay, you're up. keep your knees. Yeah. That's fine. You don't have to like bend a lot, but yeah, just make sure you have your back, your legs are not moving. Many parts are moving. Just look at your shoes, and then don't look at your shoes. We'll work on it tomorrow. But the music. Let's talk about the music. Eh? Who liked it? Yeah, we liked it. What did you not like about it?
Like everything. The volume, tempo, and some memorization.
Just a couple of little slips, but nothing too drastic. But the recovery was really good. You didn't show us that you were having trouble. You just kept going. That shows that you know the music really well. So that's a good thing. And I'm glad it happened here. I said this before to someone else. So now you can go home and really smooth it out. What did you like? What did you not like about it the most? What was your most critical thing that you're not happy about?
Probably the section where it splits off after like the
development.
Yeah, because I practiced that a lot over the past couple days.
Yeah.
So like the fact that it's still not up to my standards.
How did you like your tempo?
Didn't like it.
What about it?
Sped up, slowed down.
It did speed up, and you have freedom to pull back if you see it just running out of control. You don't have to stay there out of control. You can pull it back ever so slightly, a little bit at a time, so people don't notice it. Right? That's just a skill that you're gonna play around with. So I want you to practice this thing slowly. You have some kind of a tempo in your mind that's best, but that tempo is too fast.
Yeah.
You gotta take it down just a little bit. I like the excitement of it because it's faster than normal, but not if it means it's out of control.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm talking about. We speed up sometimes when you're nervous, but you can always pull it back because you're a solo artist. You don't have a 100-piece orchestra speeding up with you, right? That's hard to pull back, but if you're, that's a good thing about being a solo pianist. You're in charge. Good news, you're in charge. Bad news, you're in charge. So figure it out. Anything else you want to discuss? No? It was a good run through. That's my opinion. But you thought it was a bad run through. It wasn't bad. Was it bad, everybody? No, it was great. It's good. I was amazed at the speed that you were actually but it needs to be pulled back because if you're running off, we're nervous with you and you don't want to make us nervous. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay. Good. Very good. Good run through. Alright. Isabel, can you play your box, please? Okay, come this way. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Good. I like it trails. We really worked that out. Yeah. How did you think you did? Eh? Why is everybody so hard on themselves? Well, that makes, for good, I guess, achievers. Because if you're not hard on yourself, you're just kind of la-di-da and mediocre. But you guys are all doing really well. You're very good. That was a great run through ahead of you. How would you like to go first at the show? It's okay? Okay. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Who wants to go next? Who's been waiting too long? Christian, let's go.
Oh boy.
What is your piece? I don't have it.
Oh, it is the Simpsons theme.
The Simpsons theme. Okay, you go.
Simpsons.
Who wrote that? Daniel?
Yeah.
Simpsons. Go ahead. Comments. Who knows this music? Who's heard it before? Simpsons. The TV, what is that cartoon? Yeah. Do you like the show itself?
Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Really good. Have you considered using pedal for some of those parts in the beginning? Just the first line or so when it gets the Simpsons and it's like a little bit more like rainy.
Yeah.
You might throw that in just even the beginning and then take it off when you have that part you don't need pedal, of course.
Yeah.
Try it out! Like real quick, just play the first measure. All you have to do is just step on it. Yeah? I think you could use the pedal for that.
Alright.
Any comments for yourself?
Wasn't that great.
You know which parts are weak now, right? So you
Yeah.
can go home and brush it up. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I like this piece because it's really cool and rhythmic and fun and reminds me of the show. Right? So that's your goal. Just have fun with it. It's not bad. I know you know it. It's just we're performing, so it's gotta. I guess you just have some parts you want to go over a little more. But you held it together. It was good. Yeah. Don't let it beat you up. Right? Okay. Good job. Chloe. How long is your piece?
4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay. Okay, why don't you go next? And then we're gonna have Sophia last, and then that's it. Did I miss anyone? No, okay. Okay, Chloe.
The cape off.
The cape comes off.
Yeah. It's not, no, it's not, I got a piece back. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and then that's the best way to perform. Show something you really want. Comments, everybody. Good. Did you enjoy it? Yes, it was good. Like it has a Latin feel, right? What is it from?
It's from a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of spaces I trip up a bit, but I'm just working on it mostly, and I do very much enjoy it. So.
Yeah, you kept it going, get that together. So that what's the title?
Wonderland round 2/3.
Wonderland, one word.
Wonderland.
Wonderland, what is it?
Round 2/3.
Round 2/3.
Because it's a combination of two songs, Wonderland round 2 and Wonderland.
Okay. So I'm just gonna spell it out. Wonderland space round number 2/3.
I can show you it. I have the title.
Okay. Okay, Sophia, get ready.
So weird. It goes there.
Ah, dash. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Because I have to put that on the program. I don't know what to do. Okay. So something you see now? somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's when it's magical, when you can just take the audience somewhere out of their seats, in their minds, somewhere to a good place. Very good. Any comments for yourself?
I think I messed around with the dynamics too much. I think I got too loud in some
It
places.
would work in a bigger hall. You may have to project like that in the big hall. So I wouldn't really change it too much. You can feel it out, on stage even, you can hear it, but we usually do a little more than a smaller room. Big hall, you gotta play a little harder, like louder volume to fill the room. Because if you're too timid about it on stage, people in the back can't really hear you, right? So I think that may work on stage, yeah. Anybody else comments? No? Who wants to go home and learn this piece? Okay, yeah. Good. So when you inspire other people to want to play the piano, I think we're doing the right thing. Yes, good job. Excellent. I love the tempo. It's perfect. You got a Debussy too. Claire Dillon. No? Claire Dillon, right? What are you playing? Hungarian dance, so this is wrong. Hungarian dance, number 5?
Yes.
Let me see it real quick. Da 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 da. Right? Okay, good. Hungarian dance. Go ahead, play, and then we're done. Adrian, you have to bow before you sit down, so come over here. Yeah, guys, remember to bow before and after. Come over this way. So we'll practice walking on stage. You can, no, not here. You want to walk to the piano. Okay, go ahead. Bow here. heard this piece before. Yeah, as a character piece is fun, so don't forget to put fun in there. And there are times where you're allowed to drag the tempo out. Da 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 da. You know that part? Da 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 da. It plays with you, you know, tempo-wise. So let me see your book real quick. You might want to also copy this, so you don't have to bring the whole book. Just bring the sheet. I can make it for you real quick. I can't find it. I'm sorry. So anybody have any questions about what you're gonna do Wednesday?
Is it going to be apparent where the building we're going to is, like aside from like just generally getting
No,
to that
the recital hall is in a building.
Okay.
It's the first building you see when you first enter the campus. It's called John J. Cowley School of Music.
Alright.
And you're gonna park in a parking deck. It's a building, parking building. And then you're gonna get a ticket. As you enter the parking lot, you get a ticket, and the thing goes up, and you park there, hold on to that ticket, and then when you're done with the recital, you go back to the building. There's a machine, you pay for the parking, and then you take that same ticket to get out of the building. So don't forget to tell your parents you have to pay for parking. Probably end up being like $5 or whatever, because we're gonna be there for 3 hours. 2-3 hours, because you're coming at 6:30 to just warm up a little bit. The show starts at 7, be done like 8:30. By the time you leave, it'll be like 9 o'clock, 8:45, something like that. So I'm gonna put all of you straight through. There's not gonna be any intermission, only because if we add the intermission, we'll be there till 9:30. We don't want to be there all night. So I think everyone did really well. I'm happy that you've been preparing for this recital diligently. Are you feeling good you came tonight? Yeah, this is very important, a couple of days before. So good news is what? You got 2 days? Bad news is you got 2 No, there's no bad news. I'm glad you came and you did this. Anybody else have a question? No? You feel like you know, bless you. Do you feel like you know what to do from here until the show? What's a good thing to do on the day of the recital? Practice like crazy or try to relax? What do you think? You gonna practice like crazy? You should go over it, of course, so that it stays fresh in your mind. Don't do anything different. Like if you have your pieces memorized, don't start looking at the music and getting confused. Just do exactly what you do always. Same thing you do on practice, you will do on your performance. There's a figure skater from Korea, Yuna Kim or whatever her name is. She said something really, really interesting, really hit home with me. Is that practice like you're performing, perform like you're practicing. So there's no difference. There's practice, there's performance, but it's the same. And she won the gold medal at the Olympics, so I think that's a good advice. Practice like you're performing, perform like you're practicing. And don't forget to record your performance, record your practice because you're performing, right? So do that every time you run through. Get that camera on so you can get that feel of performing. Make sense? All right. I'm gonna send an email out to all of your parents so they know exactly where to go and to expect to pay for parking and everything. All right, everybody's good? I'm so happy you came today. Thank you for coming, and I think you're all gonna do very well. Thank you for staying till the end. Patience. All right, I'll see you at your lessons maybe, and some of you still have a lesson before Wednesday. That's great. If not, I think you're all set. You're ready to go. So thank you guys. There's some juice in the fridge if you want some juice. Let me get it for you. Alright, break. Good job.